Hey y'all, so I just wanted to welcome you all to my first YouTube video. My name is Shy. My channel name is LivingforShy. And yeah, like I said, this is my first video. If you're interested in seeing any more videos from me, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a post from me. And yeah, in this video, I'm going to be discussing the first and second trimesters of my pregnancy, as well as an update for my 27-week pregnancy update. So if you're interested, without further ado, keep on watching. So first things first, I do have some points on my phone that I'm going to be going through for my various trimesters. So yeah, for the first trimester, the first thing I want to discuss is how I found out, how did I feel, any updates that were going on during, and like food aversions, that kind of stuff. So first off, I found out, So me leading up to me finding out that I was pregnant, in January, I was super moody and I was taking pregnancy tests, but they were like inconclusive. And so I wasn't sure, and I don't get my period every month. And it's usually due to stress. So whenever I would stress out, which I was at the time, I wasn't really concerned that I didn't get a period that month. Long story short, around February 2nd, I was due for my next period and I missed it. And at that point, I kind of freaked out and I went to the clinic and I got blood work done. And my P test was saying that I was pregnant, but the blood was saying I wasn't. Like my HCG levels weren't high enough. And so they did like an ultrasound. There was nothing in there in my uterus. So the doctor was like worried that I was having like an ectopic pregnancy. Yeah, it was super dramatic. So basically, they told me that I needed to come back in a couple days and they would let me know if I was progressing with my HCG levels. If not, I needed to go to the emergency room because the baby wasn't where it was supposed to be. So at that point, I told my boyfriend at the time. So basically, I came back in a couple days and I got the blood work again and my HCG levels had risen, and they did another ultrasound and there was a yolk sac. So at that point, I wasn't feeling symptoms until I was about 8 weeks. At that time, when I found out I was pregnant, I was 8 weeks pregnant. And I wasn't feeling any symptoms other than like being super moody and missing my period. So fast forward to the beginning of my first trimester, I started getting really bad nausea and like food aversions. Like I couldn't eat what I usually eat. Like I love chicken. And I could not eat it. Like I couldn't stand the smell of it. I don't know if it was too greasy, but basically I couldn't eat chicken. I would just kind of avoid eating because I was scared to vomit. At the time I wasn't vomiting. I was just really nauseous, but I knew it was coming. So also around that time I was in school. Like I was in school full time. I had to cross town because my school was about 30 minutes from my aunt's house, and basically I had to do that every morning. I was exhausted. Like for the first 15-20 weeks, I was exhausted. I couldn't eat. I was tired. I wanted to sleep. The only time I would not be sleeping is when I was throwing up or like crying about being sick. I was having headaches and like I was dizzy. Some of the things that helped me at the time were the Preggy drops. I had got recommendations from a few people to try the Preggy drops. They're basically like little candies that you suck on and they help with the feelings of nausea. So those helped. I also drink like Canada Dry and like Dr. Pepper consistently because water was like, I don't know if it was too neutral on my stomach or what, but it wouldn't stay down. Juice would not stay down. It was too sweet. So like basically all I could have was like carbonated Canada Dry and Dr. Pepper. So when it comes to food, all I really could eat was like super bland things like rice. I could eat like plain rice or like fried rice. Or I could eat like Taco Bell. In the beginning, like that's all I could tolerate. I couldn't eat Cane's. I couldn't eat Burger King. I couldn't eat none of that. It was too greasy. Basically, that was how that went. It was awful. So during all this time with all these food aversions as well as nausea and exhaustion, I was depressed. I ain't even gonna lie. I was mad depressed. I was alone in the school town that I was in, and I have my own depression story. If you guys want to know more about it, make sure you leave a comment down below or message me privately on my social media, which will be down here. And basically, I have my own issues with depression and anxiety and abandonment issues, and me being pregnant and not able to take medication took a toll on me, and being alone took a toll on me. So yeah, it was bad. I wanted to lay down in bed and just be lazy and complain and get on people's nerves and cry. Things got better around my second trimester when I came back home to my hometown where my parents live, and I was still nauseous, like I was throwing up. So I failed to mention in my first trimester, I was throwing up like 3 to 4 times a day. Like, I don't want to scare those of you who are pregnant or trying to get pregnant, but I was throwing up a bunch. But basically, I was sick as hell, and my doctor had to prescribe me this anti-nausea medication. It's called Doxycycline. I'm gonna leave it in the description box below. It helped me, but it made me even more tired than I already was. So it didn't really benefit me too much, other than with the nausea, which at the time was the main issue. So I made sure to take care of that. So fast forward again, I was back home with my parents. The nausea began to get a little less frequent, and I was able to be around loved ones and people that cared about me. And yeah, so fast forward to about 23 weeks, I went in for my anatomy scan, and this is on to my second trimester. I had met my doctor here in my hometown, and he was awesome, basically saying I was really healthy, that my weight gain was normal. Which by the way, I gained a bunch of weight in the beginning. I gained about 10, 15 pounds in the first trimester, which I know is bad, but it slowed down in the second trimester tremendously. So the doctor was saying I was really healthy, and opposed to all the nausea and stuff, I was still, healthy. I got my anatomy scan. I discovered that I was having a girl. In the second trimester, I had that's when I started feeling like the little flutters. Like I started feeling some kind of movement. It wasn't like movement like I'm feeling now, but it was like little butterflies in my stomach. And also I started having nerve and round ligament pain. Round ligament pain is basically when you're, obviously the way it sounds, your ligaments start to hurt. When you're pregnant, your body like spreads, your hips and your everything just kind of expands, and when that happens, it causes soreness and uncomfortability. I said that right, didn't I? I started having round ligament pain. I started having sciatic nerve pain, which is your sciatic nerve causing back pain, pelvic pain, leg pain, all of that. So it wasn't like the nausea was gone, but then another symptom came up that was like even worse, like the pain. And so it was like I was happy to not be nauseous, but at the same time I was in pain. I still wasn't having any cravings. My feet began to swell like crazy. My hands, my feet, I can't wear my rings and like sandals anymore. Like I think I went up about half a size in my shoes. I'm like a size 9 now because my feet swell so bad throughout the day. So yeah. Also at the end of my second trimester, I got my glucose results, and those came out fine. Even though I eat like shit, I eat horribly. I still eat like I'm 16 years old, which to some of you may not sound awful, but I'm 23 years old. Like my metabolism is not the way it used to be when I was younger, and being pregnant, it slows down tremendously. So I was eating like, I am eating like shit. I was craving like Taco Bell, and like in the second trimester, I was able to start eating burgers. And so yeah, the second trimester was a lot better. My mood regulated. So on to the beginning of my third trimester, which I started on Tuesday. I am 27 weeks and 4 days as of today. And I use a few apps to track my pregnancy. I use the Pregnancy Plus app, the Ovia Pregnancy app, Hi Mommy, and the Bump app. I use all of these for all different reasons. Like one of them I like because it shows the baby in a cute way, and then the other one I show because I like because it describes it as like a cantaloupe or some kind of fruit. And then there's another one that gives me like fun facts about like, you know, how many inches my baby should have grown and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go into the Pregnancy Plus app and I'm gonna explain what kind of things that it says so far. I'm 191 days pregnant. I have been pregnant for 191 days. That's crazy. So like I said, I am 27 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I'm officially in my 3rd trimester. My baby should be ranging between 14.8 and 15 inches right now, and is about 2.2 pounds. My baby apparently can open its eyes, and they're recognizing light levels outside of the womb, and she's gaining a lot of weight, so she's getting a lot of fat and chub. So that really excites me because I was really wanting to get another 3D sonogram, which I got one at 14 weeks to get like a sneak peek gender. And at the time she didn't even have eyes. It was weird to look at. She looked like a little alien, but now she actually looks like a baby. And they say around 30 to 33 weeks it'd be a good idea to start getting like 3D sonograms because they have a lot more fat on them. So I am feeling a lot more movement throughout the day. More often it usually is when I eat or when I drink something really cold or something sugary. She will like not move some days as much as she does other days, which concerns me, and I'm tired of blowing my doctor up because I call them like every single day and they're probably tired of me. So yeah, I actually do have a name. I am not gonna tell anyone her name until she is born. So yes, she does have a name. I am probably gonna do another video on names that I loved but won't be using because there are a bunch of names that I absolutely love for a boy or a girl. So I'm gonna do like a little bump update for you guys. So not that big yet. I do have some stretch marks on my hips, but none on my stomach yet. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your bell notification. So yeah.